Okay, sparkler test. Yeah, just to show what I'm doing. These are from Epic. These are Mammoth Epic sparklers. These are a brand that's no longer trading. It was known at the time as Sacred Arrow. It then, I don't know if it changed or it became or it's taken over. Anyway, it went from Sacred Arrow to Mention, and Mention's no longer trading. So these are golden sparklers. These are like an old style packet of sparklers. And this is a glove. I'm using a typical glove that you might wear in winter. As per the Fireworks code, you should always have a glove on when holding a sparkler. And yeah, this is a typical winter glove that people like to be wearing when using sparklers. I didn't want to use like an industrial glove or a sort of a reinforced leather glove, because as a rule people who use sparklers will just have normal winter gloves on. Okay. So these are the coming out of the packet. There's 4. Now, alarm for the fact that they've been in the packet for a long time, probably about 7 years. All of them are slightly bent. One of them has lost some composition in the middle. It's just fallen away from the body of the sparkler. And the wire, it's thin and it's bent in places. Okay. Right, the Epic ones. I'm going to change hands because I'm right-handed. Now Epic were quite specific about this. They've said to me that they're using a thicker wire and they've double dipped them, which means that it's been dipped in composition once, then it's been dipped in composition again. I do to give a thicker line of composition, and the stronger wire is stronger, so it's less likely to bend, less likely to wobble. We'll look at that one review. Now, they're not straight as an arrow straight, any of them. There's slight bendage on some. But again, this could be due to how they've been stored, but then fireworks are stored. I mean, fireworks get stored, fireworks are sold, fireworks are stored, so this is a pretty natural state for being in the packet. But there's that one. So, generally these look in pretty good nick. Right, so this is Epic's. These are extra strong wire, or stronger wire than has previously been used by other brands, with perhaps the exception of some other brands. It's not a comprehensive test by any means. It's just a test between Epic's current sparklers and a typical, and I would say from experience that it is typical, old style sparkler, the ones from Sacred Arrow. For example, another brand, Kim Bolton perhaps, and that's just an example off the top of my head, they might make a stronger sparkler as well. So this is not a definitive comparison, nor should it be taken in totality. But yeah, basically if you're actually sitting and watching this, I'm impressed. There's other things to do on the internet, as you probably know. So yeah, I'm just going to stop talking now, and the next bit of video will be me outside with these lit. Thank you! Here we have, firstly, one of the Mention ones, or Sacred Arrow ones. It's held in my hand, it's a gloved hand. And I'm gripping it fully in the glove, that is to say, the wire, the body of the sparkler is entirely in my palm. Gripping it tightly, as a child would do, as you should do, as anyone would do. Then just show the bendiness, spin it round, which is nice. But the wire has now become bent, meaning it flops downwards, meaning there's a temptation to try and unbend the wire. And generally it's just not what you want. It's bendy. That might be what you want if you want bent wire. If you don't want bent wire, then maybe it's not. But yeah, it's not very robust. It kind of, you know, you do the writing in the sky, and you've now got a sparkler that the wire's bent at right angles. So to hold it in the hand, it kind of points downwards. Danger perhaps is that it's angled towards the hand or the body. Or the other danger is a child tries to grab it, reaches it with their hand, and ow! So I'll let that burn down, and then I'll dip it in a bucket of water. When it's cool, I'll dispose of it properly and safely. Right, here's one from Epic. Now, as you should see by the photo, I'm gripping the wire in my palm, and the wire is fully in my palm, and also it's pointing slightly away from the body, as per instructions in the Fireworks code. So it's pointing away from me. If I angle my hand forward like a sword, it's pointing far away from me. Even if I bear it back, it's still, it's bending my arm towards me, bending my hand towards me, my wrist towards me. It's still pointing vertically, so it's never actually pointing towards the body. Safety point. And this one, give it a good spin. The wire mostly retains its rigidity. Also, this is double dipped, so the composition is on the wire thicker, and it's slightly more reliable. It's slightly less resistant to breaking halfway through or stopping halfway through. Yeah, give it a whirl, give it a whiz. Yeah, so giving this one a whiz. The handle has bent slightly, and this is with, but it's only bent. It's bent slightly. It's bent about 10-15 degrees. Spin it round. Yeah. Feels a bit safe. Also, even though the handle's bent slightly, it's not bent very much. So I'm holding it correctly. It's remaining in my palm as it was at the beginning, and the spark collar's angle hasn't altered the angle at which it's pointing away from or towards my body. Therefore, it's slightly safer. It's not going to bend towards you, and it's not going to bend towards the feet or the body. There we go. Let's go down. That's probably right. I think I've had enough. So, thank you. This ends the video. If you've watched it, do feel free to leave a comment. Other than that, thank you. Cheers. Goodbye. Playing by the rules, I've literally finished a minute ago. It's literally 11 o'clock now, so I did it within the curfew. Sparklers, but nonetheless, play by the rules. And that's it. Thank you.